Ladies and gentlemen, I'm meadsyreplays. Welcome back to the channel. Now, in today's video, we are going to look at the Nebulon. Yes, the Nebulon, which is a potential free tank for you guys to be able to get. Of course, it is Season 2, as we spoke about yesterday with the Tier 7 tank that you could get for free. This is now a Tier 8 tank that you can also get for free. Of course, you can spend gold and you can get it quicker if you really want, but is it worth the gold? Now, I'd already spoke about the Tier 7 and I said it's not a bad tank for a free tank, but if you have to spend gold, then yeah, it isn't great. This is the same. This is kind of the same thing, that if you get it for free, then yeah, you know, why not? It's a free tank. Of course, the higher you go up the rank on this little thing here, where you get all your guns, all your tracks, etc. Of course, this is my press account and I'm fully maxed out, so we are playing it at its very best. So overall, it's an okay tank. It's an okay tank. Nothing too special. Nothing really bad. You could do the job, but yeah, also you could get ripped apart equally as well as doing a good job. So turret armor, 150 millimeters. Now you can actually get some bounces, believe it or not, with this turret, and also on the hull. And when I was playing, I was like, okay, I'm getting a few bounces. That I didn't think I'd be able to get. So yeah, you can get a few bounces. You can't rely on the armor too much, especially if you're coming up against Tier 9s, then yeah, you're not going to be able to bounce too much. But if you're coming up against Tier 7s, then the armor can actually go in your favor. So the DPM 2320, this is with us running the rammer just to get that penetration up a bit more. But it's up to you. If you want to run the rammer, if you want to run calibrated shells, it is literally up to you. It doesn't change too much either way. You either lose the pen and get DPM, or you lose DPM and get some pen. It's totally up to you. So yeah, 2320 DPM. Reload time is 7.24 seconds. Penetration is 218 on your AP, 268 on your APCR, and 45 on your HE. Now that is why I run the rammer, because again, I always say it, APCR doesn't have as much effect with the calibrated shells than heat does. Heat has more effect. You get more penetration, etc. So yeah, that's why normally with APCR I do run the rammer and not the calibrated shells. So average damage, you do 280 on your AP, 240 on your APCR, and 350 on your HE. Aim time is pretty solid, pretty good at 2.8. Gun dispersion, 0.326. It does have a nice 9 degrees of gun depression with a top speed of 50 kilometers per hour. So yeah, like fully maxed out. The stat wise don't seem too bad, to be honest. It's like you don't look at it and think, yeah, you suck, because it really isn't like that. And playing it, to be fair, it's not bad, and you can get some bounces, like I said. So we've got a game here on Canyon, and of course we're going to push the middle. I do apologise if I sniffle, sneeze, cough, because again, like I said yesterday, I am feeling a little bit unwell, but we've got to carry on. You know, we're still at work. We're still earning the pennies to put food on the table for the family. So yeah, that's I do apologise in advance. So we're going to push the middle here. And I really want to test the armor, because this is pretty much one of my first games, to be fair. And especially if we are in a hold down position, it does allow us to test that armor. And straight away, off the bat, against the Indian Panzer, we do manage to get a bounce. And I'm like, okay, I don't want to risk it too much. Just because we bounce from a medium tank, we might not bounce from a heavy tank or a TD. But there's no tank destroyers on the team, which is why I'm not quite running away yet, because I know there's no tank destroyer sitting at the back of the map. And then we get another bounce. I'm like, okay, this seems to be working against these Tier 8 mediums. We can actually get some bounces. But looking at the minimap, I'm thinking, right, do you know what? I don't want to run away because there is a load of players around this side of the map. I want to stay here. I want to stay in the middle. I want to hold this this middle because, you know, the canyon in the middle here is one of the best maps in best positions if you can hold it in the entire game. So we're going to try and hold it for as long as possible. Now, the Type 62 is pushing. I want to get that shot to bring him at least down to a one shot. Now, I don't want to risk it too much because there is the Emil, there's the T42 there, there's the IS-3, there's the Tiger 2, so there's plenty of heavy tanks, there's plenty of guns around that side of the map, and that's the third shot into me and the third shot bounce. So I'm thinking, like, even at this point, like, it seems to work. You know, it's not amazing armor, it's never going to be amazing armor, but even to get the bounces that we've got so far, it already makes me like the tank a little bit more because it's working, you know, and that's what I like the armor profile to work. Of course, you expose yourself, you expose your tank fully, then the armor profile doesn't really work. And that shot on the bottom of the IS-3 there, that was just freaking troll. That was annoying, but we did finally get a kill on the T42. So with just 3 tanks left alive, now I'm going to just use the speed. 50 kilometers an hour. I mean, it doesn't feel like it goes 50 kilometers an hour. Excuse me. Yeah, because it's quite a big tank, it's quite a heavy tank, it doesn't feel like it goes 50 kilometers an hour, to be fair. So yeah, I'm going to push towards the Tiger now. We're at 2k damage, so even, you know, we've still done our job, and we're just going to hold this guy here. Is he going to penetrate us? Is he going to look? Yeah, you know, no problem at all. So give the enemy an opportunity, and they will be able to penetrate you. So just bear that in mind. You've got 9 degrees of gun depression, so if you want to get on a ridge and use that 9 degrees of gun depression, you are more likely to get some bounces. So pretty much game over. Very easy game there, and that is the Nebulon. So overall, it's not a bad tank. It feels okay. I definitely wouldn't think about spending a lot of money on the tank if you ask me. It's not worth that. You can have a bit of fun. You can see 1100 block damage, almost 3k damage for a tier 8 isn't so bad, and I'm sure people will do a lot more damage than that. But yeah, if you manage to get the tank for free, then you really are not getting a bad tank. And of course, if you can get it for free, it's a good tank to have in your garage. But I definitely wouldn't go and spend a lot of gold just trying to get this tank. You know, just stick it for free. If you can. If you can't get it for free, then you're not missing out on too much. So just stick with that. You got to sit there and think with premium tanks now. Is it worth buying? You know, am I going to play it? And that's the thing that I do now that I didn't used to do. Whenever there was a new tank on the block, yeah, I want it. It's got to be in my garage. And some of them I never, ever, ever play. So you've got to sit there. Are you going to play this tank? Maybe. Are you going to play it a lot? Probably not, no. So is it worth spending money on? Probably not, no. But again, if you get it for free, you're not getting a bad tank. So I hope you enjoyed the video, guys. I'm meadsy69, back tomorrow for the tier 9 tank. I'll see you then. Bye-bye.